What's up, fellow classers? It's Apollyon here, and if you guys haven't checked out the CWL Season 3 Week 1 recap of WHF2 vs. Cold September, go ahead and check it out. It is already out there for you guys to watch some really awesome attacks here. This one is just like it's titled. Of course, everybody, every town hall makes a difference, but from what I have seen, the Town Hall 10s are the biggest impact to the game at this point for both 10v11s, which is so instrumental on how the war goes, and then the more 10v10s that are hit, the more the 11s don't need to dip and can focus on 11v11. So in my opinion, for the majority, Town Hall 10s make or break the war. They win the wars depending on how they do. Obviously, you can't have all your Town Hall 11s dip fail, but or your Town Hall 9s all fail as well. But I think the crux of the war is made or break in that. So let's look at some of these 10v10 hits. We've already showed one of them on the war recap, the CWL war recap of Kukulana, but she happened to get a six-pack again in this war. So let's go ahead and look at that second attack. Check out the video for the first attack. It is another mass miner. I think just completely all miners except for two bowlers and a couple of archers, but this time we're bringing 6 loons into the mix and some minions as well as those bowlers and archers. And for this attack, it's all about the funneling. When you see such a compact base like this, you really want to just get that funneling done so that you can send your miners into that specific thing, so they're they're bunched up. They can make their way through the base like they're doing right here, along with the fact that they're being funneled. And look at where these miners can go straight into the base because of what the king and the bowlers are doing, and don't have to worry about too much of those outlier buildings, those trash buildings, because honestly, they're just there to hold those miners. The quicker these miners can get these defenses down and work their way through the base, the better it is. There we go, dropping a rage because we need to push these miners through to that queen. Take care of that. The clan castle of a lava hound is going to do absolutely nothing once that loon was taken care of with the poison, so that's always a good thing. And then we've got these inferno towers targeting the miners, but we've got a group of miners going into that 3 o'clock compartment. We've got a group of the miners making their way up towards that inferno tower, standing in heal, but they've got their work cut out for them. And then we've got some of the loons here to push through, and that's just an awesome way of looking at it. Look at that, back end loons to go ahead and take out those inferno towers and just some of the other defenses there. And now it's just about that other group of miners there at around the 3 o'clock and 2 o'clock area. They've got to go take care of these trash buildings and then make their way back around, because they still have 3 splash damage defenses and 2-point defenses, which is a lot for miners, especially with no heals whatsoever. We got that archer that is doing her work there at 12 o'clock. Look at that. Only she could get that dark elixir drilled down before those miners come in. It's just, again, it's just much easier. Look at the other miners coming in up top there, and boom, finally those miners pop up and look and go, what? We had our work there for us. It's gone. What's going on? That giant bomb, fortunately, is not going to do too much damage, but we can't take much more for these miners. There's not a whole bunch of them. Fortunately, get a really good split there between the two defenses, even though that sweeper is really not going to hurt too much. But that one superhero miner, maybe there's two, I can't always tell, but that 1 or 2 miners gets that last archer tower down, and with that it's going to be no problem for them to finish this up. So that's a good way to start us off. Let's go ahead and check out some of the other ones. So we've got, I think, Henny, and I always want to see a good hog attack, and Henny always uses that the Goho attack here, using bowlers to do some funneling work, and then has his queen down there at 4 o'clock with a golem right behind it, so that queen is going to be able to take out some of these buildings pretty much defense free and not have to worry about it all. Look at all those defenses, the Expos and Archer Towers, 3 Archer Towers and 2 Expos just completely coming in and crushing those poor golems. But at this point, we've got a good funnel work. We've got a king coming in here with all those bowlers, and they're going to come in here. I believe they're going to get that Inferno Tower as well. Pretty straight path for that king. Can easily get the enemy queen as well as taking out that Inferno Tower whenever it sees fit. That loon is going to cause a little bit of damage. Still hasn't gone down yet, but fortunately the Inferno Tower is down. We don't have any the freeze for the back end, which is a little different for me, but I always like to bring a freeze when I'm doing this kind of thing. Freeze the Inferno Tower and then heal right over it. But we're just going to push this forward with this through brute force. We've got one heal linking to another through the whole entire base, just getting these hogs right through there. There is going to be a giant bomb, a double giant bomb, but we have so many hogs that they're going to push through here. As soon as they're done with that, we've dropped that final heal to get through that bomb tower, and then we even have some bowlers helping out up top with wizards. So unfortunately, we really want to get rid of those wizards because wizards are not going to help with that lava hound. In fact, they will pop the lava hound, but the bowlers are going to distract for quite some time here. So we'll just speed things up a little bit as these hogs make their way around. And look at that builder hut. Come on, Henny, you know better. Bring that extra archer instead of that goblin, and throw it down there at 6 o'clock. But very nice attack. I'd love to see those hog attacks. The Goho at Town Hall 10. All right, a few more to take a look at. Let's go ahead and look at Mr. December hitting their top Town Hall 10. So this is a max, and did I say max Town Hall 10? Because that's what this is. Even that little wall up top in the wall in the 3 o'clock core, all those walls are max as well. So we're doing a Golo with some GoValo, which is old school stuff we used to do at Town Hall 8 with Valkyries, Golems, and Loons. But we really haven't started quite yet. We're doing the funneling stuff. And then remember, it always begins with funneling work. Got wizards funneling there at 9 o'clock. The golems have been dropped in. And then we've got some minions that are doing the funneling work at 6 o'clock and also at 7 o'clock. Now we've got a jump that's going in here as all that funnel's been done, except for a couple of those cannons there. But the Valks, they don't care like bowlers do. They will go for the quickest, closest joining buildings, and that is getting their way in through the core. Now they will come here and shred through here. They'll go aggro on the queen, and they will go ahead and take her out with the help of the king in just a second. There we go. And then we've got the queen working her way in slowly but surely into the base. One of the Inferno Towers is already down from that entry, and we only have to worry about the other ones towards the noon compartment, the noon core, hasting in to get one of those air defenses. And now I think we only have one air defense left, so we've got one lava hound that's going to easily tank over that one, and we'll go ahead and haste. Look at the man, we are chaining hastes at this point. There's 3 hastes right there for all those loons. They do have to get in there. You know what, let's drop it on a Tesla farm because we already have the Inferno Tower down, so why not? Do we have any? Yeah, I don't think we have any air splash damage, so that lava hound is going to tank for quite a little bit of time, and I think there we go, it's going to pop. And then we just have to make our way through the Tesla and Archer Tower. Everything else is ground targeting. So very good observant look at the base, knowing that when you're going to end up there and finish at that spot, it's going to finish on just a couple of air point defenses. Everything else will be ground, and that way you don't have to save your spells for that area. So really nice attack. There's the comp there. Couple of hog riders, golem, loons, just a really cool attack. Alright, I think 1 or 2 more. let's look at, I think there's two more. Okay, we've got Val coming in here on number 19, Messed Gun, and we're using another mass miner attack. So we've got the Queen Walk from 6 o'clock. I think it's going to probably go until 3 o'clock, 6 to 3, and it's going to stay out of the range of that Inferno Tower. And then the king is going to funnel in from 9 o'clock until really as far as he can get to at noon. And we'll go ahead and send the miners in while both of the heroes are working their way through. Queen already is almost dead. There we go. Raging her or using her ability up. And unfortunately, the Lava Hound is going to focus on the queen, and the queen will pop that, but I don't think it's going to be a big deal. We've got the loon that is going to be taken care of by the poison. Queen finally pops the Lava Hound. We're linking heals here. We do have another haste that's for the back end of this base wherever we need it for 6 loons. And we've got the queen taking out that Lava Hound and still making her way in through here. And then we're going to haste these loons in here to take out that cannon, and then eventually make their way into that Inferno Tower and basically one-shot it. And at this point, it's pretty much all done. We have a group of miners still, but there's only 1 point defense that's going to target them, and we still have the queen making her way through. So this base is completely toasted at this point. So really nice attack, nice use of some miners. Really excited about the miners. I have mine up to level 3 now, and I've already 3-starred 2 Town Hall 9 bases on dips with probably 15 to 20 left over, maybe even a little bit more. And let's look at this last attack, and I think it was Nas. There we go. And taking it a little bit lower Town Hall 10 base, but that's fine. I mean, you know, it still has max heroes, and I think max air defenses, and a couple max whiz towers, and maybe all the whiz towers are maxed out. And we got a baby dragon here, so we're going to do a dragon attack. That's really cool. We've got 7 dragons or a Drag-loon attack. We've got, and maybe we have a Lava Hound in the clan castle. I'm not sure. Didn't get a chance to watch this, but all I know is that we've got a lot of funneling going on, and we still have not dropped our king nor our queen down, as the baby dragon is doing work at 6 o'clock there. Still going strong, and it's really good. Let's see, the sweepers are pointed on opposite ends. So we've got a dragon. I think it looks like it's a dragon just for funneling. So and then we do have a Drag-loon. So there we go with the Lava Hound with the loons right behind it. And we're going to send all the rest of our dragons now that funneling work has been done. And remember, we still got our king and queen that we haven't used. We've got a bunch of loons right behind the dragons with hastes and rages and heals. So we're just trying to take out all those outlier air defenses that are just right on the outside of the base. We have them on the other side at 2 o'clock as well. But tons of loons still going through the base, and now they're all taken care of. Now we've got at the back end the king and queen, that their job is to take out that last air defense and any defenses that they can get. Looks like they'll be able to get that Tesla at 3 o'clock, unless the queen decides that she wants to do that. But the king will be able to use his ability. He's not even going to bother with the Tesla right next to him. I have no idea what he's doing while he's banging on that wall. He really wants that wizard tower. Completely just ignored the Tesla that was 2 inches from him. And yeah, what are you going to do? So now we've got 2 dragons, but we've got an Inferno Tower up, and I think this dragon is going to be able to, he's going to be able to take that lower level Inferno Tower. In fact, he probably would have taken a max Inferno Tower out, just because they do absolutely no damage to dragons at Town Hall 10, unless they're set to single, which don't ever do that like I did. So, because it's just easily hit by hogs, miners, or anything else besides dragons or golems. So we've got that 2-point defenses left, and we've got a queen with ability. So once she shoots through this wall, she can pop that ability, and then she'll take out both of those defenses. So coming down to the wire, but you know what? A 3-star is 3 stars. It doesn't matter how many troops you have left up, it still counts exactly the same. So hopefully you all enjoyed this to see some awesome Town Hall 10 v10 hits. I gotta review this stuff. I gotta watch my video over and over again because I gotta get used to this Town Hall 10 v10 stuff. Super, super cool stuff. Go ahead, like, subscribe if you haven't already. Feel free to share them with your clan mates, members, whatever. If you guys benefit from them, I'm sure they will as well. Go ahead and continue to use friendly challenges to your advantage. Practice these type of compositions. I'm going to be just cooking up tons of these different armies and hitting bases like crazy, and seeing how I can do with those 6 packs and those 3-star wars. So go ahead and again, practice, get those 6 packs, 6-star clan wars, and those 3-star attacks.